Well, as we've been hearing, one of Brazil's leading football teams has been involved in a plane crash on their way to a major continental final. Chapecoense were enjoying their best ever season after a rapid rise through the country's leagues. The club had only been promoted to Brazil's top division in 2014. The team were flying to Colombia for the first leg of the Copa Sudamericana final against Atletico Nacional. Colombian police saying that of the 81 people on board, just 5 have survived. Well, footballers and clubs around the world have been paying their respects. This was Real Madrid holding a minute's silence at their training ground earlier on. In a statement, the South American Football Confederation said it was suspending all activities, including, of course, Wednesday's Copa Sudamericana final. Well, joining us for more on this is Fernando Callas, who's editor-in-chief of the Americas section of Spanish sports newspaper AS. Thanks so much for being with us again. And Fernando, besides the players, who else was on the plane? I understand a lot of sports journalists were on board as well.
Yeah, it was only 5 survivors, 3 players, 4 players in the beginning, but one of them, the hero of the qualification, the semifinals, Danilo, he died in the hospital. But other 3 players, Neto, Jackson, and Fleischer, they all survived, but they are in critical conditions right now. But 21 journalists, including 6 journalists from Fox Sports. And one of them is Deva Paskovic, is one of the biggest sports announcers in the history of radio. He was just for Fox Sports for, I don't know, maybe 1 year. So it's a huge tragedy. All the media in Brazil, if you go to Brazilian television, everybody is Galvão Bueno, that is the biggest announcer on TV Global. He started crying on the television today in the morning. So it's a huge commotion in Brazil right now. It was the team of the moment. Everybody was in love with Chapecoense and that story about hard work and how could hard work pay. And now everything went it's such a tragedy.
And just finally, they're from a relatively small town, Chapecó. Tell us what sort of an impact it will have on their hometown.
It's unbelievable because Chapecó is only the 5th biggest city in the state of Santa Catarina. You know, it's a very rich city because it's the agro-business, and they have this huge plants of meat and agriculture. It's a very important city for that. So they realized that like 2 years ago, if you go to Chapecó, you only see T-shirts from the teams from the other state, you know, from Porto Alegre, Inter, or Grêmio. But right now, the entire city was all wearing green and black. So it was this beautiful, beautiful story that suddenly became to an end. It's unbelievable. And we are hearing now that Atlético Nacional, they just informed Conmebol and the Colombian Federation that they would like the Chapecoense to have the title, that they don't want the title for themselves. They want to Chapecoense to be declared champion of the Copa Sudamericana.
Fernando Callas there joining us there in Madrid. Thanks so much for your time, Fernando.